I've been obsessed with this clip since I was a kid. This is Haji Ali, and he's putting a deadly amount of water into his stomach. Next, he drinks a bottle of kerosene that floats on top of the water. Then he brings the kerosene back up, creating enormous flames. Finally, he extinguishes the fire with the remaining water. Within a few short years, this act killed him, and he took his secrets to the grave. I spent over 20 years trying to figure this out. Then a video leaked online of a man water spouting with more power than I'd ever imagined. In the video, there were numbers on a wall. Through that, we were able to find his location. Finding him wasn't simple. We put ads on the radio and the newspaper and posted flyers in all the marketplaces. Finally, after 3 years, someone recognized him from the flyer, so I immediately traveled to Africa to meet him. His name is Winston Carter, and he's a 35-year-old security guard. I showed him the footage of Haji Ali's act, and I told him about my journey to learn the spout. He was shocked because he didn't know anybody else in the world could actually do this. For him, the spout has nothing to do with entertainment. Because clean water was so scarce when he was a kid, Winston learned to control the muscles around his stomach. That skill allowed him to store clean water that he could access at any point for any reason. No one inspired him to learn this feat. He generated it purely out of his imagination.
The force is from here.
He shared a secret with me. And for the first time in my life, I did it. Sort of. Back in New York, I was making progress. So I wanted to perform for one of my heroes. Woody Allen is a germaphobe and a hypochondriac.
I'm going to modestly avert my eyes when you're actually consumed with all that.
So to heighten the experience for him, I decided to add fish to the equation. It's one.
Excuse me. It's one down. Yeah, the fish are in your stomach. I got it.
I spent hours and hours spouting nothing but water. I was worried that the fish might never come out.
It can't take you anyplace.
Fortunately for everyone, they finally did.
Oh.
And they're alive and well. Look.
I just made this malted. I would, if I were you, I would drink it. Kill the taste of the fish.
Whoa.
Yeah, don't spit it back.
It's awesome.
What can I say? Some people have it and some people don't.
My next idea was to combine it with street magic. Think of somebody important in your life. You threw the quarter right there. A name will appear right there. See how it's starting to rain? The water will make it appear. I'll help.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Now that my spout was getting stronger, I was ready to try kerosene. Every expert I consulted told me that I absolutely should not do this.
If you get any of that oil into your lungs, it'll cause a pneumonitis, which is an inflammation of the lung, which can cause severe damage. There's a chance that you could inhale some of this and you could die.
I've done extreme things with my body. I've held my breath for over 20 minutes. I've been frozen in a block of ice, and I've even fasted for 44 days. All of these were tests of endurance with unknown outcomes. But there's hard evidence that ingesting kerosene will lead to death. To force myself to go through with it, I asked Robert De Niro if I could attempt it at the opening of his Nobu Hotel.
How you doing, boss? Thank you so much for doing this.
As simple as it looks, this was one of the scariest moments of my life.
Cheers.
My stomach felt like it was on fire. Kerosene was dripping from my nose. I could hardly breathe. But I considered my first attempt a success because I made it through. And this amazing feat that I once thought to be impossible was finally a reality.